Have you ever wondered what you get when you mix chiming elevator music with aggressive black metal? Droning and cascading noise combined with the bright sounds of jazz fusion? What about vaporwave and progressive metal? All this is present in the album Rainbow Bridge by Fire Tools, a project by Angel Mark Lloyd from just outside of Chicago, Illinois. This is truly one of the weirdest albums I've ever heard, but not in any bad sort of way. It is quite the journey, you have to trust me on that one. So Rainbow Bridge was an album inspired by the death of Angel Mark Lloyd's 16-year-old Siamese cat, Webley. The title is very reminiscent of this fact, as the Rainbow Bridge is a legend that signifies an otherworldly place where vibrant, lush meadows paint the landscape for the pets that join in its embrace. The Rainbow Bridge connects to heaven, where the pets will reunite with their owner once they pass on. All of life's encumbrances fade away as bliss takes over the animals' lives. They're free to run, play, drink fresh spring water, and enjoy the ever-glowing sunshine. As far as the genre of this album goes, well, it gets a little tricky. You see, Angel Mark Lloyd describes the sound of her project Fire Tools on a website, stating that, quote, she explores and experiments with the sounds of industrial, jazz fusion, prog, noise, new age, house, early waves of emo, IDM, and more. Song structure, time signature, musical key, timbral themes are all subject to jaggedly shift at any moment in such a way that is jarring to some and stimulating to others. Colin Joyce from Pitchfork described the album as blissed out digital ambience, technical death metal fantasias, glitch-scoured noise, and glossy AM radio jazz, often all slammed together within a few bars. Now I think the endless stylistic influences can really be heard on this album. It is truly a blend that stimulates yet relaxes listeners. On February 24th and April 14th of 2020, Angel released music videos for the titles Rainbow Bridge and It's Now Safe to Turn Off Your Computer. These videos really encapsulate the skilled visual artistry that she's able to pull off. Both videos are not unlike a watercolor painting, as colors are strewn about on top of stylized lyrics that pop up on top of various background imagery. Both videos are similar in style and presence, though I would say that the video for It's Now Safe to Turn Off Your Computer is just a little more complex. A live album release show was posted on May 7th of the same year with the same sort of artistic overlays. I will post a link to all three of these videos in the description if you would like to check them out. Now, to fully understand just how avant-garde this piece of music really is, I'll give you guys a breakdown of every track in this album, and if you like what you hear, I strongly urge you to listen to the album for yourself and check out Angel Mark Lloyd's other projects, such as Mind Spring Memories or Angel Wings Marmalade. Track 1 starts with a jumbled vocal sample followed by pounding drums, scattered guitar work, and black metal vocals that transcend into an atmospheric synth landscape. An opener that will definitely get your attention. It's Now Safe to Turn Off Your Computer is the next track in this eclectic mix of sound, beginning with a very serene and soothing sounding synth. It later transcends into an energizing section bred from metal. It ends on a cycle of noises and drones. You know how sometimes you have mental imagery while listening to music? Well, I can visualize a peaceful island getaway, yet also an abandoned factory with a rainbow encompassing it. Not sure why, but sometimes I just get these images in my head, and this track really does make me have those images. Rainbow Bridge continues the elevator music sound, but yields more aggression than the last song. There are lulls in the heavy sections that lead way to a distant, ethereal soundscape before ramping up the intensity once more. Near robotic vocals envelop the following track, with layered angelic tones and subtle industrial sounding percussion. The song is one that really makes you think and philosophize, at least for me personally. the fifth song is one of my favorites, as it sounds more reminiscent of a vaporwave track. It's called Ever Widening Rings, and that is an accurate title, as it builds into more expansive synth work with soulful guitar and poetic lyrics, such as "Two ends and in begins forever," and "Grace unfolds in space, the ground is the eye." Speaking of grace, the song ends in a graceful manner, sounding as though the heavens were imbued within this album. Decrepit Phoenix sounds like something you would hear in a boss battle in a video game that took place in a laboratory. Notes feel sporadic, yet they fit into place, juxtaposed with the rhythmic and emotive vocals of Angel Mark Lloyd. Angel of Death is next up on Rainbow Bridge. A snappy bass lays over a harmonious and joyful synth melody. The drums are really strong and give a sense of moving forward. A slower section comes to pass with a music box segment that really warms my heart. This song sounds like the feeling one would have regaining happiness after an episode of grief. The percussion is ramped up to the next level on Microtubules. The lyrics take the theme of this album to heart with the phrases, "Were you afraid of crossing? Did you know why you arrived?" An abrupt end to the song leads to dreamy #X code, which is a noisy banger that leaves no space in the sound untouched. A distorted voice plays that sounds like someone is talking through a walkie-talkie, and a saxophone sample sounds distant but ever present at the same time. Clicks and chimes, rustling, shaky tones, and reverberated samples all describe this track quite well. We are up to the 10th offering from Rainbow Bridge, and the journey has only just started, as a bouncy sound meshes with an acoustic guitar before going into an emotional, instrumental segment. This part is short-lived, however, as the industrial tint comes back full circle. The auditory elements of this song clash and meld at once, turning into a calm yet solid confusion. The confusion leads to the most heavenly section this album has to offer, In Prayer for the Abuser, abridged. The brain melting has ceased in order for you to catch your breath, but only for a moment, as pure chaos reigns in the overlaid blackened vocals and rapid drumming. An emotional arpeggio plays almost as though it is signaling that hope is not yet gone. The final track on this album is Screamographic Memory, and this is definitely the most emotional sounding one yet. The digital elements feel as though they are lined up with an analog vinyl recording. The same loop repeats itself through the song in a structured yet ambient manner, and the overall mood of the track I would describe as leave-taking. Saying goodbye to your beloved pet and accepting that although they are gone, their memory will not live in vain. You can feel the various emotions Angel had through her beloved Webley's passing. The sorrow coupled with anger, the feeling of being lost and hopeless, the denial followed by acceptance. It is all there, present in a grand display of sound that is felt both within chaos and serenity. I really implore that you guys listen to this album, as it is one of the weirdest, soothing, beautiful, and chaotic albums I've ever had the chance to bless my ears. If you like this video and want to see more content, please subscribe to the channel and spread the word. It is greatly appreciated and will lead to more videos just like this. I hope you all had a wonderful day. This is Kalama signing out. Until next time, my friends.